Dobrodošli na drugi mednarodni konferenci o argumentaciji, retoriki, debati in pedagogiki podeljevanja moči z naslovom Misliti in govoriti boljši svet. Good afternoon and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the second International Conference on Argumentation, Rhetorics, Debate, and the Pedagogy of Empowerment. Firstly, let me welcome you in the name of the Honorable Patron of the conference, the President of the Republic of Slovenia, Mr. Danilo Tir. Unfortunately, he could not be with us today. However, he supports debate in Slovenia and he wishes us a successful conference. So that is why I think he deserves a great applause. Not to forget, of course, that this conference has also an honorable brand, and the host of the reception today evening, the mayor of the city of Ljubljana, Mr. Zoran Jankovic, that you will all meet today evening. It is on us, of course, to make this conference as successful as it can be, and I'm sure we will manage to do that since we have participants from over 22 countries around the world. We have workshops and lectures that will be taking place at this faculty, the Faculty of Administration, by the top speakers and lecturers from all over the world. And that is why I think we're on a good way to become a very successful conference, second year in a row. But of course, before we go to the program itself, we have some keynote speakers, some supporters who helped us organize this conference. And that is why I would give the word, first of all, to the Dean of the Faculty of Administrations, with the faculty that we are right now in, and the faculty that was so nice to host us from the whole conference. and that is Dr. Srečko Devjak. Please.
Dear students, dear professors and guests, please allow me to welcome you at the Faculty of Administration. We are very proud to host the second international conference on argumentation, rhetoric, debate, and the pedagogy of empowerment, thinking and speaking a better world. It will be a great opportunity for the participants to gather information about the student involvement in public discussion and debates about different issues. With its programs, the Faculty of Administration comprises different fields which are important for the development of participation of citizens in governance. By developing these fields, it influences and promotes the development of democracy at both national and international levels. I believe that this single opportunity will promote the importance of an active, diverse student movement within society to exchange their experiences. I wish you a pleasant stay at the Faculty of Administration and a successful work.
Thank you, Mr. Dean. Now we have the next speaker from the University of Ljubljana, and that is Vice Rector of the University of Ljubljana. Please welcome Dr. Ivan Svetlik.
Dear participants of this unique event, I would like first of all to welcome you on behalf of the University of Ljubljana. And let me say that you are welcomed at the oldest, the largest and the best university of Slovenia. The oldest since it was established in 1919, or the largest since it counts around 50,000 students, and the best since you can find it on some ranking scales which are so popular recently. What I would like to say is that I think we should appreciate such events as this one very much, because argumentation, speaking for or against, seems to be the core of our university business. Whether one teaches or makes research, in all these cases I think there is a question, am I right or not? And also there are some obvious and evident things on the table which still should express our doubts, whether we have come to the final conclusion, final end. And I think argumentation, that is the topic of this conference, is all about that. And in this respect, I think such an event can really contribute to the culture, to the essence of the culture of the university. In addition to this, I would say I see such an event as a kind of extracurricular, in terms that students and all participants can develop additional competences that are not usually developed during the core activities going on during lecturing and seminars and so on. And I think this is an additional added value of such an event, and that's why we as a university welcome it very much. And these competences which we strive for in different ways will be, I hope very much so, very useful in not just professional but also life of our in the civil society, which our students and all the participants are participating in. In this respect, I would like to wish you a very successful conference, very good arguments for but also against, and a kind of a balance and a satisfaction at the end. Please do enjoy the surrounding of our university and of course the surrounding of Ljubljana and Slovenia. Thank you very much.
And so give a great applause to General Director for Preschool and Primary Education at the Ministry for Education and Sports, Mojca Škrinjar. Because Mrs. Škrinjar will talk in Slovene, we also have here one of our debaters, Anna Mojca Indlenker, who will translate for you.
Lepo pozdravljeni v Sloveniji v imenu našega šolskega ministra za šolstvo in šport, dr. Vilena Zvera.
A very warm welcome to all of you in Slovenia from the Ministry of Education and Sport, Dr. Milena Zvera.
One of the goals in our regulation on basic education is to teach children, to teach pupils to think critically. One of my personal values connected with this goal is the value of freedom and the value of doubt. So I'm very glad that this goal is implemented in our regulation. The goal to think critically, to be independent. But I think we sometimes speak and do not tell. We sometimes think and speak and are sure that we are understood. But normally, it happens that we are not understood, in spite of that we said something very clearly. This is the competence of rhetorics, this is the competence of expressing our thoughts very clearly, and that the other people are able to understand us. Vesela sem in počaščena sem, da se ta konferenca odvija v Sloveniji. I'm honored that this conference is held here in Slovenia. I wish you a lot of success with your work. Thank you.
Thank you, Mojca Škrinjar. We saw that Anna did not have a lot of work. I'm sure she's happy. Now, of course, you know, this conference is organized by the National Educational Institute, also by the better08opening.mov Institute for Cultural Dialogue, Slovenia, and of course by World Debate Institute from Vermont, from United States. So now I give the word to the director of World Debate Institute, who will tell you more about, of course, the conference and the program itself. So please welcome Mr. Alfred Snyder.
Thank you, Adita. It's always somewhat risky to plan something new. And when we first decided to have the first conference, that was risky, and it seemed risky to have the second conference. But I look out, I see so many of my colleagues that I know and who I respect, and I see many new colleagues that I look forward to learning from during this conference. And I really want to thank those of you who have been encouraging and who have helped us. And one person I really want to recognize who has made this conference possible and has an endless, boundless optimism about the prospect for constructive human discourse, and that's my co-organizer, Bojana Skirt from ZIP. I also want to thank the other people who helped organize this, David Williams and Frans van Imeren for the argument division, Bojana, along with Sam Nelson and Lo Queen Fat from Singapore, who could not be here, who worked in the debate division, and Zora Rutar, who is apparently completely redesigning the curriculum for Slovenian schools on an emergency basis in this weekend. And also Maria Wollrath Soderberg from Sweden, who has been very helpful as well. And if I forgot everyone, obviously I did. I'll have another chance at the end to remember them. I just have a couple of business announcements. First, if you intend to use PowerPoint or your computer in any way, we encourage you, don't wait until the start of your session to set it up. There's a half-hour break between sessions, not quite so long right now. And if you could get in there and make sure that it works, because we want to save as much time as possible for discussion and discourse. If you have any questions during the conference, we have an information table out front staffed by our volunteers. There's some people I'll need to thank. And they'll be glad to help you with things like that. Are we going to have an announcement about the buses?
Yeah.
Okay. Bojana has something very important to tell you about getting to City Hall.
Yeah, this one is really important because we don't want that the mayor is waiting for us, okay? We need to be there at 7. But the buses will leave, so what we need you is that at the end, at 6 o'clock, we all meet here in the hall, and then we will go together to the bus station, because the bus doesn't come to the university, because they don't have, it's the big one, with two buses, right? So they can't stop here, and we need to take you to the bus station, and we need to be on time, because the bus can't wait us there. So we need to be before the bus, it's really very important. We need to finish the discussions at 6. We need to leave at 6:05 from here, okay? Today is really, tomorrow we have a little more time because we go to the dinner. It doesn't really matter if we are late for 15 minutes, but I don't want to make the mayor wait for us, so please.
I just want to say something about how special I think Slovenia is. I have really come to learn a lot about it and what a really magical and special place it is. Not just because it's beautiful and hospitable, and the people here are highly intellectual as well as humorous and entertaining. I don't believe those stereotypes at all. But also because the way debate, argumentation, and critical discourse have been welcomed in this society. You know, I'm not surprised that it was such an early admission to the European Union, that it was the first of the accession countries to be able to, use the euro. And of all the countries I know of, Slovenia may have more debate and discussion going on per capita than any other country I know of. So I think this is a good place for us to meet, fertile ground for us to talk. So, as we say in America, let's get busy. Thank you. Have a great conference.
Thank you. Once again, before we end, I would like to thank the Faculty of Administration for giving us these rooms to allow us to be here this weekend. And I also would like to say that in this lecture room, you will be having the movie, the documentary about Slovenian World School Team, Svetovci. It's called in Slovenian. It's a great movie. I do suggest you to watch it. Nonetheless, if you find something else to do, we have also different lectures in different rooms. The rooms are also have numbers on them, so you will not get lost. And really, last but not least, I would like to say this in behalf of the organizing committee: do enjoy Slovenia, and please feel Slovenia. Thank you.
Thank you.